So I've got to remove the driver's seat because once the kit's on, it's not going to work. It sits way too high and you can't really fit in the car with the seat in. So I'm going to take that out, maybe try to get the new seats in, not sure, but all I know is this needs to go, so I'm going to work on that now. Alright, I got the seat out, a lot more room to work, and time to test fit the driver's seat. Okay, so I got the seat situated in there kind of where it's going to be. Headroom is going to be a little bit tight. My head sits a little bit lower than the top, but I might have to modify the headliner a little bit so the top of the seat's not touching, but that's pretty much how it's going to look in the car. And I'm going to have to clean up the other side and get the other one in there and get it all to fit. Next, I'll be working on the grills. I've got the mesh laid out on the table. I'm going to cut it to size, flip it over, show you how that's done. Okay, so the mesh has been cut to shape. It needs about like an inch overhang on every side so you can bend it over, form it to shape. So I'm going to do that now. Once it's folded over, I'll show you how I'm going to secure it. Alright, so I got the grill in there temporarily, held in with some zip ties. All you got to do is you bend it over so it's flat, zip tied in place. I'm going to add some more zip ties just to make sure it's all down where it's supposed to be. And then you take some kind of adhesive. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue, the clear one, and you just run a bead along all of this. I'll do that next, and it takes about 24 hours to cure completely. So I'll come back tomorrow after that and show you guys how it looks. Okay, so I got two of the pieces here drying up. I got both of these all glued up on the back, and they're still zip tied just because I'm going to let it cure completely before I take them off. But I think they came out really good. Can't complain at all. I have to do one more of these. I have that somewhere else, so I have to go get that. But after these are dry, I'm going to touch up some little areas with some spot filler and everything. And then I'm going to paint these black. The mesh inside and all of this is going to be gloss black. And then these go on the back of the car. Okay, so while I'm letting those dry, I ran to the store. I have the next A-pillar here, cut some suede to shape or to size. And I'm going to go over adhesives again, because the first time I went around, I used this Loctite stuff, which is definitely not what you should use. Does not hold well enough at all. Next, I went to the 3M Super 77, and that held really well, and it still seems to be holding well. Problem with this is if you read on the back and look at reviews online, and some people in the comments were letting me know this stuff will not hold up in the heat, and since it's for the interior of a car and it's black, it's going to eventually get hot in there and this stuff will sag. So I'm ditching this. I only did it on one of these A-pillars, so I'm just going to undo that one. This is a different A-pillar, and on this one I'm going to use Weldwood contact cement. A couple commenters suggested this stuff. I did some research on it, and it seems to be, as you can see there, it has high heat resistance, water resistant, and it is pretty much just what you should be using. So this is not a spray. I'm going to have to get some foam rollers and brushes, and I'm going to do this, the side panel for the interior. That is the side window area. I have two of those. Gonna do the door cards and everything, and I will be using this contact cement from here on out. Okay, so that's a wrap for this video. I'm gonna finish letting these dry up, get them painted, finished up. Little update on the roll cage for the car. I have a welder coming April 7th on Saturday morning to come weld up the rest of the car. So once I get that done, you guys are going to start seeing a lot more progress. I can actually get the body on permanently, get it all buttoned up, and actually start putting this thing together. Thanks for watching.